Hello, and thank you for watching Two Car Pro's Garage. Today we are going to show you how to replace an axle seal on a Chevy Tahoe or any straight axle vehicle from GM. First, we are going to make sure the car is on level ground with the parking brake on before we suspend the rear end.
Remove the wheel on which side you will be working on. Then, remove any clips that are holding the rotor on. Next, we are going to remove the two bolts holding the caliper on. Remove the caliper and find a secure spot out of the way. After that, remove the brake pads. Remove the two caliper mounting bracket bolts. Remove the bracket, then use a rubber mallet to shock the rotor into loosening. Locate the parking shoe bolt, then remove it using a small ratchet. Remove the parking shoe. Rotate until you find the correct direction in which it will come off.
Next, we will loosen the three lower bolts on the diff housing, leaving them loose but still threaded. Then proceed to fully remove the other bolts. Be sure to have your oil catch can ready. Gear oil will begin to seep out of the bottom of the diff cover. We are going to remove the last three bolts. Then, with a standard screwdriver, pry between the diff cover and housing, exposing the inner workings. This is what a ring gear looks like in your differential. Ours is equipped with a posi traction rear end. Next, rotate the gear using the drive shaft to find access to the pinion shaft bolt. Using a small ratchet, remove the bolt. Rotate the ring gear, gaining access for one hand to reach the underside of the pinion shaft, pressing up. Remove the pinion completely. Our next step is carefully rotate the ring gear. Be sure to do this slowly until you are able to view the spider gears and drive axle C-lock.
This is looking at the inside of the rear differential, and we're going to push the axle inward to expose the drive axle C-clip and remove it with a small standard screwdriver. This can be fairly difficult, but take your time and eventually the clip will fall out. With the clip being off, remove the rear axle. Inspect the drive axle if there is any damage to it caused by the worn out seal. If the axle is damaged, we recommend that you replace the axle. Remove the seal with a large pry bar or standard screwdriver. It's a good idea to inspect your axle bearings at this time and see if they need to be replaced. To replace the seal, we are going to use a flat piece of aluminum and a hammer to apply pressure evenly and make sure the seal is flat. Inspect your seal and make sure it's flush up against the housing. Install the axle back into the housing. Be sure not to damage your new seal when replacing the axle. When installing the axle, you're going to have to rotate to find the match with the spider gear in the rear differential. Install the drive axle C-clip, then outwardly pull on the axle to ensure that the C-clip has been installed properly. Reinstall the pinion shaft with the bolt. Remove the gasket from the diff housing and rear diff cover. Next, wipe away any debris that has been caught in the rear diff cover. Inspect the gasket to ensure you have the right one. Then throw a silicone bead around the gasket on the inner mounting bolt holes. Make sure to do a complete circle around the gasket. Next, reinstall the diff cover and use a cross pattern with your bolt tightening. Our last couple steps is to remove the drain plug from the rear housing using a 3/8 ratchet. Then, replace the fluid in the rear diff. You can check if it's full by the way it comes out or using your pinky finger to indicate that it is full. Replace the drain plug. Then, reverse the steps we showed you to assemble the rear brake assembly and tire. After that, check for leaks to ensure that you did a proper job. This is 2 Car Pros. Thank you for watching.